Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike.
It's Ant.
It's Yi.
Would you want your kid to be a CEO in the future? Who doesn't, right?
Who doesn't? But would you put him through training classes at the age of 3?
Sure, why
3.
not?
Yeah, get an early start, right?
Yeah.
Asian parents, it's not outrageous to hear that.
Yeah, the parenting and the school system in China and other Asian countries are already like the pressures you put on your kid already, the amount of work they have to do. They have no lives, okay? Then they go to college and you're like, you better get a good job. In other countries, like when you're a kid, like you're a kid. Yeah, there are parents that take it to the extreme, but most people are like, go little Johnny, go to Little League, go join Boy Scouts, whatever, go have fun. This is crazy because our father is literally quoted saying, we don't want our kid to be left behind. Behind of what?
It's all the craze right now, right? So what they're saying is they have these special courses that are extremely expensive. They cost thousands of USD converted and per year. And they're basically these courses that are teaching your kid to play golf, ride a horse, like equestrian courses, or CEO courses. And if you're asking what the CEO courses are, it basically is like some fill in the blanks sentences and some building blocks that kids play with. Think about it. They're 3 years old, so you can't really make them do really complicated things, you know? But this is called a CEO course, and they charge you thousands of dollars.
Like and close to $10,000 a year.
Yeah.
For that stuff.
Two times a week. I could just imagine the parents are like, yeah, this is gonna make my kid into CEO. No, this is, you're paying, you know what they're paying for? They're essentially paying for glorified babysitters. Yeah. Because they're 3, okay?
This is not like training to be a gymnast.
Right.
No. This is not like training to be even an engineer.
Correct.
Which is these are very skill-ridden professions, right?
Yes.
You can't even define what skills are needed to be a CEO.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not like, oh, I'm gonna train all my life to become a CEO.
Of what?
That's not how it works, people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not I'm gonna lift some weights and be a CEO. Like, what is that?
Even like right now in America, like people are still analyze what qualities can possibly make you into a CEO, right? They'll be like, well, Mark Zuckerberg was this, but then on the other hand, there's, like Virgin Atlantic guy and then Elon Musk. No one has ever figured out a roadmap to become a CEO. No one.
I think that in this situation, I have to call out 2 things. First, I got to call out the people who are offering these courses. They're obviously taking...
Scammers.
Yeah, taking advantage of the middle-class parents' desire to put their kids ahead, taking advantage of that, charging them exorbitant amount of money for these useless courses, according to experts, have actually said that they're pretty much useless. You're right, glorified babysitters.
They also lack, some of these institutions said lack proper accreditation.
Lack proper teachers. If you're going to charge that much money, at least get proper teachers and safety. Apparently they're not even safe sometimes, especially when you're riding a horse. Do you want your kid to break his or her back? That's an issue. And then second of all, I'd like to call out the parents who think that they need to do this and peer pressuring other parents. Some of the parents were like, well, I didn't really want to, but then I saw all the other parents take it. And so now, I mean, think about how expensive these courses are. They're targeted towards middle-class families, but honestly, you have to be like upper middle class or even wealthy to afford these.
Oh, you know what you could do actually? Hey, parents, enroll. Oh, I got a great idea. Enroll in the Mike Chen CEO training course.
Yeah, tell them.
All right? Enroll in the Mike Chen CEO training course. This is what I'm going to do for you. Yeah. All right, for merely half the amount of money.
Well, that's still thousands. That's still thousands.
I'll take half. Think about it. That's a bargain.
Okay.
$3,500 a year. Okay. That's all you need.
Okay. What do you get?
And you don't have to come to America.
Okay.
I will telecommute and train your kids how to be a CEO. You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. Simple, really. Your kid don't even have to come do anything. All you gotta do is give me $3,500.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you keep the other $3,500.
Yeah.
All right. Keep it for the next 10 years. Yeah. Now you have $35,000.
Yeah.
All right. So when your kid grows old enough, give him a company and call him a CEO.
There you go.
Like start like a biking business. I don't even know. But you give me that money, and I will literally register you a company in the great state of California. Yeah. And your kid, I will put your kid as CEO. Yeah. That's how it is.
There you go.
That's how we do it.
Yep. There you go.
And you have $35,000 of seed money for that company.
That's actually something useful. This is a waste of money, and guess what else is more detrimental? I don't even care about the money, to be honest. Okay, fine. You spent your money, whatever. But the kid's childhood, you're right. Schools in Asia are extremely strict. I'm not saying there are no changes happening. I'm sure there are changes to the school system. Maybe they made some changes. I haven't been to school in China in a while now, but I'll tell you this much: no school is easy. Once you hit first grade, your life is over. Okay? Once you hit first grade, that's end of carefree time. You got like all this homework, so maybe let your kid have a little bit of free time before they turn like 5 years old. Please, like, just let them have a childhood.
This is why I'm serious about this. I want to start some kind of business in China, because in China you don't have to have a smart business.
No.
You don't. You just have to have a business that's trendy.
Yeah, that's it.
It's literally like if like you just gotta convince, and parents are the easiest targets, because in China right now it's so hard to get ahead because there's so many people.
Right.
So every parent wants their kid to have something special.
Right.
Yo, I'm gonna sell smart water. Not like the smart water now. I'm gonna call it like make you smarter water.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, they'll buy it.
I'm gonna bottle.
They will buy it.
I'm gonna bottle my water from the sink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell it to people and be like, yo, you drink this, it's gonna get you ahead.
Yo, they'll buy it.
You need to drink 3 bottles a day.
Right.
I'm gonna sell this at 10 yuan a bottle.
Yeah.
That's like
That's not bad.
not $2, right? That's not.
Yeah, but no one's paying.
fair.
No one's paying 10 yuan in China for
Come
one
on, that's
bottle of
fair.
water.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's only $2.
Yeah.
That's like cheaper than like the real smart water.
Yeah.
You have no idea the amount of brain supplements that exist in China. When I was going to school, right, every so often during test season, even not during test season, there'd be an ad be like, this supplement is called like something something, and then it's like good for your brain, help you with tests, take it,
True.
and then it's just, and you can find it in all the major supermarkets. They're really expensive.
Right.
And I'm not saying that there are no supplements here, but you won't see targeted brain supplements to make you smarter for your tests. So obviously there's just this overwhelming desire by the parents to put their children ahead and make them smarter in any way possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I have another good idea. I can share with you guys.
Oh, really?
Oh,
This is actually
genius.
This is even smarter than the smarter water.
Yeah.
This is actually real genius.
Yeah.
Great idea. I can't share it to people because I'm sure someone will steal it. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Keep it to
and
yourself.
I'm gonna make some money in China.
Yep.
And next time I'll be one of these stories that some YouTuber talks about, like this guy literally is selling this worthless crap, but everyone's buying it. That's gonna
and then Mike's like, yo, I don't care.
Hey, guess what? By the time they find out, you would have already made the money.
Oh, yeah.
Then 你就卷席子走, take
I'm
your
just
stuff
saying,
and leave.
In a country where idiots will buy bags of air, I can sell this product. This is actually a legit product.
I feel really bad, honestly. I feel like the parents, if they didn't feel so competitive and it wasn't so competitive, they wouldn't have to do this. And they really want the best for their kids. They're like, anyone else has this, I also need my kid to have it. I will just go do anything for my kid to not be left behind.
Light bulbs popping up everywhere.
Mike is like,
I will
ding,
be the
ding,
next
ding.
air can selling person.
No, you'll be the billionaire. He was famous for selling the. You'll be the next billionaire in China.
I have all these. You know what? It's happening. It's happening. As soon as I go to China and eat all the food, then I'm gonna get started on this. All right, guys. Let us know your thoughts on the story. Thanks for watching.
Bye.